So I'm back with a TVC review here, and this is the Mandalorian Fleet Commander. You got to think there was supposed to be something more with this character, as we've got a Black Series and a TVC version. Was he supposed to do something more? It seems like you barely saw him in Mandalorian Season 3. And ultimately, he's just another Mandalorian. They could have just said, it's a Mandalorian, and we wouldn't have been like any of the wiser. But we call him a Fleet Commander for some reason. He mostly uses parts that we've gotten before. He is number 314. Oh, he's Pi. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. So here is our figure. It looks like a use of some Boba Fett parts and some Mandalorian parts. All that put together. Lots of different things to make it happen. He has no actual gun belt, which is a little different, which is why I think his torso looks a little big compared to his waist, because he doesn't have that separate gun belt. Take a look at the face there. Not that we barely saw him in the show. I do like the shiny blue on this. It's like a good use of the carbonized paint. I seem to remember the Black Series had a little bit of that too. And he has a helmet we can put on his head that looks like it fits. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, it's not a helmet. It is a replaceable head. I didn't look close enough. So you can pop that on instead. This looks like a Death Watch Mandalorian type helmet. He has a jetpack right here. You can give that to him. And then he has a Mandalorian pistol. It's funny, I remember these with the Clone Wars animated stuff way back when. We got these little... They were such a simple idea, these little Mandalorian pistols, and now we got all these figures with him. So, I mean, there he is. He looks pretty cool. It's a nice Mandalorian. I don't know. You know, if you were gonna play, well, let's face it. If we were playing with these figures nowadays, it wouldn't matter no matter what. But back when we did play with them, or if you're my age, but when we played with these as kids, it didn't necessarily mean that Greedo was somebody that Han shot. He could have been anybody for us, or whatever. Hammerhead could be anybody. So he could be anybody if we're gonna play with him. I was gonna say, would you really have him as the Fleet Commander? But I like it. I like the colors on him. I think he looks pretty good. I think I'm one who's going for this removable head rather than the helmet that fits over, because, I mean, that looks good. And I know a lot of the helmets that we've put on these figures, when we put it over the head, it gets squished and doesn't quite look right, a little misshapen. And this way it keeps that shape and it looks good. So there's our Mandalorian Fleet Commander.